Statement of the History Two-Way Forum. In accusing Moon Jae-in of the profiting enemy, start the investigation immediately. September 21, 2018. The Rule of Law and the Liberal Democrats and Korean National Movement Organization charged Moon Jae-in with the profiting enemy. Article 93 of the Criminal Code defines the profiting enemy as a crime committed by joining forces with an enemy and causing harm to the nation. The accusers pointed out that the Song Young-moo, the defense minister, signed the agreement named as the Military Agreements for Implementation of the Declaration in Panmunjom under following directions of Moon Jae-in as the accused. The accusers judged that this act must be punished as the profiting enemy because the accused ceded the territory without safeguards and disarmed national armed forces unilaterally. The accusers asked to judge the accused by the law, strictly. The main contents of the bill of indictment were as followed. The accused incapacitated the northern limit lineage and regulated the West Sea buffer zone between 50 kilometers in north and 85 kilometers in south. Not only the difference in a straight line distance is 35 kilometers. The sea area on the South Korean side is more than 3 times larger than the North Korea on the naked eye. In other words, Moon Jae-in as the accused gave up the existing NLL and ceded more than 3 times sea areas as a buffer zone to the North Korea. As seen in the sinking of the South Korean warship Cheonan and the naval battle on Pyong Island, Kim Jong-un regime is still the enemy that has not given up its anti-Republic of Korea policy since the 1953 Armistice Agreement. Thus, the accused has committed the worst act of treason that disregards the Constitution of the Republic of Korea, hands over sovereignty to the enemy country, and cedes our territory to the enemy. North Korea, as the main enemy of South Korea, has fired a total of 8 missiles from May 4 to August 16, 2019. The missiles refer to new weapons with new tactical guided missiles or multiple rocket launchers. And the altitude is decreasing from the initial 60 kilometers to about 30 kilometers. The flight distance is also decreasing from 600 kilometers to 220 to 230 kilometers, it said. In addition, the North Korean Central News Agency issued a statement on August 16 saying it has no intention of sitting face-to-face with South Korean officials any longer. While Moon Jae-in government has sued for peace, the final listening to is only this statement, isn't it? Despite being deeply scarred in Korean people by the military agreement, is it a missile and diplomatic mockery to come back? Moon Jae-in's government hurt pride of people of the Republic of Korea and shake the foundations of the Republic of Korea. We could not forget it. Thus, the Liberal Democrats loving this land as well as the History Two-Way Forum asked to Moon Jae-in strongly, unless the accused quickly responds to the 5 basic demands, we will get worked into demonstrations or rallies calling for an investigation into the crimes of profiting enemy. The results are sure to be met with strict legal judgment, as well as criticism from the entire nation. Therefore, it is emphasized that the following demands are the same as the ultimatum. First, return to the NLL immediately and recover the front line of the border as before you took power. Second, hurry to reintroduce the voice of peace so that people of North Korea can hear the true voice of peace. Third, make a list of all the items that have been handed over to the North Korea without the knowledge of the people, and announce them. Fourth, implement all policies quickly so that we can fight the North Korean invasion by strengthening in cooperation with the U.S. and neighboring Japan for win-win with each other on a grand scale. Fifth, in order to prevent inter-Korean conflicts, prohibit exchanges between pro-North groups and North Korean regimes, and investigate them as soon as possible under the national security law. As people having sovereignty of the Republic of Korea, we ask the prosecution and the court. Our prosecution is not the prosecution of the accused and the North Korea regime, but only the prosecution of the Republic of Korea. 11 months have already passed since the charge of crimes against profiting enemy has been filed. Our prosecution should reject any political views and illegal instructions, and only fulfill your responsibilities and obligations faithfully given under the Constitution of the Republic of Korea. Based on Article 84 of the Constitution, the President could be prosecuted even when he is in office in cases of rebellion or foreign exchange offenses. The prosecution should launch the investigation quickly and clarify whether there is a violation of law, and make a firm indictment with arrest. The South Korean court will also have to make an objective, cool-headed ruling that the entire nation can accept under the separation of the 3 powers. It is important to remember that the prosecution of crimes against profiting enemy and the subsequent strict ruling will be a matter of national security and the survival of the people. because the strict investigation into crimes against profiting enemy will consolidate Republic of Korea. August 19, 2019. All members of the History Two-Way Forum